Gilliard. I got so much motherfucking design on right now.
Break it down, bring it back, make it clap. I got 3 old thoughts, new guap, where that thing, bitches on my line, and you know.
Let's ask praise student. Let's bow down our head. Close our eyes.
Lead me, Lord. Lead me by the hand and make me face the rising sun. Comfort me through all the pain that life may bring. There's no other hope that I can lean upon. Lead me, Lord. Lead me all my life. Walk by me across the lonely road of every day. Take my arms and let your hand show me the way. Show the way to live inside your heart. Lead me, Lord. Lead me all my life. You are my light. You're the lamp upon my feet. All the time, my Lord, I need you there. You are my light. I cannot live alone. Let me stay by your guiding love all through my life. Lead me, Lead me, Lord. Even though at times I'd rather go along my way, help me take the right direction, take your road. Lead me, Lord, and never leave my side. All my days, all my life. You are my light. You're the lamp upon my feet. All the time, my Lord, I need you there. You are my life. I cannot live alone. Let me stay by your guiding love all through my life. You are my light. You're the lamp upon my feet. All the time, my Lord, I need you there. You are my light. I cannot live alone. Let me stay by your guiding love all through my life, all through my days. Lead me, Lord, all my life.
Once again, good afternoon, everyone. I am Melody D. Galicia from Group 3, Set B. So for today, before we start our lesson, I have some pictures here that you will answer what's the meaning of the picture. So it was like 4 pics, 1 word. So the first picture is have some money and then a person with some sign of money, and of course the lady, the lady is what we call that, the lady is handing some money, and then this fourth picture is calculating with some coins, and then of course it's a money. So what's the answer? M, start with the letter M, blank 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 Y. Okay, so if your answer is money, it is correct. So let's proceed to another picture. So this is vegetables with fruits, and then electric bills, medicines, and water. So if you see that pictures, what would you think about it? Start with letter N, blank blank D, blank. So if your answer is needs, it is correct. So the next picture is, wait a second, so it has some calculator, and then some bond paper with the list of expenses, or what would you buy with your money, siguro. And then this is cash payment, and then calculating siguro kinakalculate niya kung magkano na yung nagastos niya. So we'll start with letter B, blank D, blank blank T, blank N. So what is your answer? If your answer is budgeting, it is correct. So that's all. Let's all clap our hands for your participation. So let us proceed to our main topic. Once again, good afternoon everyone. Thank you for participating in our activity. So our topic for today is financial literacy. So let's proceed in our objectives. Let me read it first, of course. At the end of this chapter, you should be able to define financial literacy, assess level of personal financial literacy using set of standards and questions, characterize financial literacy in the Philippines, and the last one is start practical steps to develop personal financial literacy. So let's proceed. So what is financial? So class, what would you think, or what would the first would came up in your mind if you read or heard the word financial? Okay, let's proceed. Financial is a matter concerned with money. So class, when we say financial daw, it is all about the money. So for example, when you are studying and you are a college student, then the only one who's supporting you to pay your tuition is your parents. So what is your parents giving you? It is the money, right? So he or she, or your parents, is financing you with money so that you can continue studying. Okay, so I hope you understand what is financial. So let's proceed. What is financial literacy? For you class, what is financial literacy? Okay, let's proceed. According to National Endowment for Financial Education, financial literacy is the ability to read, analyze, manage, and communicate about the personal financial conditions that affect material well-being. Also, according to In Charge Education Foundation 2017, it includes the ability to discern financial choices, discuss money and financial issues without or despite discomfort, plan for the future, and responds competently to life events in the general economy. To put it simply, it is the ability to use knowledge and skills to manage one's financial resources effectively for lifetime financial security. So when we say financial literacy though, class, is the position of skills, knowledge, and behaviors that allows an individual to make informed decisions regarding money. So in short, financial literacy though, class, it is the knowledge of how we use our money in the right way. So, for example, if you don't have or you don't have knowledge in financial literacy and you have money, what would you do on your money? Of course, you would buy everything, whatever you see or you want, you would buy it, even though you don't need it, but you would pursue it, or you will really buy it. Okay, that's the disadvantage when you don't have knowledge in financial literacy, because at the end maybe you are what we call that, maybe you are or you will be suffering, if you will be suffering because you lost all your money in buying everything without the wisely decision. So when we know the knowledge, or we have knowledge in financial literacy, of course we know how to use our money in the right way. For example, even though you have money, then you want to buy the new Chanel bag or whatsoever, but of course you would think the priority first, like for example your needs, foods, water, electric bill, etc. So you will have knowledge of using the money when you have knowledge in financial literacy. So I hope you understand what is financial literacy. So also, according to Hastings et al. 2013, refers the financial literacy as, it has 4 parts. Number 1, knowledge of financial product. So when we say financial product, class, it is a product typically in the form of contract provided to consumers and business or other organization provided by an financial institution such as banks or companies' insurance. So, okay, for example, a stock or a bond. When we say a stock, it is an equity instrument carrying ownership interest, while bonds, it is a debt instrument with a promise to pay back the money with interest. So when we say a stock, class, the owner owned the company. So, diba, the financial product has a contract. So this owner has a contract with his stakeholders. So in their contract, the owner will divide the money to his stakeholders. So no interest is inserted. So only it was only equally like that. Then when we say a dub, bonds, I mean, it you are loaning from the bank. So for example, you has a store, then you are loaning to, you loan to the bank. Of course, you need to pay back the money with interest. So for example, you loan 50,000. In 1 month, the interest will 10%. And then, for example, your 50,000 pesos will be 55,000 pesos. You need to pay it back in 55,000. So that's all. So I think you understand the knowledge of financial products. So let's proceed in number 2. Knowledge of financial concept. So when we say financial concept class, it is based on microeconomic and macroeconomic theories. So consumers and business use financial services to acquire financial goods and achieve financial goals. Like for example, compounding. So when we say compounding class, it is a powerful investing concept that involves earning returns on both your original investment and on returns you received previously. So for example, I invest 6,000 in this company, and then earn 10%. So my investment is 6,000, so the return is 6,600. So my money is what we call that is it is increased, or what we call that it has been more, because I invest, then I get 600 pesos, right? So it is the compounding knowledge of financial literacy in compounding. So also another example, diversification. So when we say diversification class, is the practice of spreading your investments around so that you exposure to any one type of asset is limited. So for example, I have a store as a clothing store, selling some cloth or dress like that, and then I invest to this company and then invest to other company. So of course I will gain some more money, and then I will able to expand my store from clothing. I can able to make it some also sari-sari store or a coffee shop or whatsoever is that. Pero na-expand ang aking store from clothing store only. It can be on what we call that. It can be on sari-sari store or whatever. Okay, so I hope you understand the number 2. So number 3, having the mathematical skills or numeracy necessary for effective financial decision making. So according to Hastings et al. 2013, financial literacy daw is magkakaroon ka ng mathematical skills, and then or numeracy. And then effective financial decision making. So when we say mathematical skills, marunong ka nang mag-solve or alam mo na yung about sa numbers. Hindi ka na malilito kasi magkakaroon ka ng skills about mathematical. And then, for example, I buy what we call that, I buy fish in public market. Of course, because I have mathematical skills, hindi na ako what we call that, luloko ng mga tindero or tendera. Okay, so I hope you understand what is mathematical skills, and then you can have effective financial decision making. So, for example, just what like my example earlier, of course, you have effective financial decision making. So, instead of buying some useless things, you can buy your priority first, your needs, like such as foods, water, etc. So, number 4, being engaged in certain activities such as financial planning. So, magkakaroon ka ng what we call that, pakikibahagi sa ilang aktibidad para sa financial planning. So, for example, from gastosera, magiging limit ako or magkakaroon ako ng knowledge about budgeting because I have financial planning. For example, I will list what should only I buy so that I will not be tempting to buy some others because I need to buy this, or I need to buy this first because this is my priority. So I hope you understand the four parts that refers financial literacy according to Hastings et al. 2013. So let's proceed. Republic Act 10922, otherwise known as the Economic and Financial Literacy Act, mandates DepEd to ensure that economic and financial education becomes an integral part of formal learning. So, ang Economic and Financial Literacy Act daw class ay nag-mandate sa DepEd na maging ang economic at financial education ay maging parte sa ating formal learning, sa ating pag-aaral. Kasi alam naman natin that it is really important to know the financial literacy so that we can gain knowledge or we have knowledge on making decision or making wisely decision in terms on in using our money. And then also we will not regret it regret it someday. Okay, so next, the Council for Economic Education in the U.S. has developed 6 standards to enhance students' understanding of personal finance from an economic perspective.
So, before we proceed our next discussion, let me introduce myself. I am Armina Jad Esmael from BE Ed Afternoon Session, Group 3, Set B. So, let's proceed our next discussion. We have 6 key concepts. First, standard earning incomes. So, standard earning incomes refers to the regular income earned by the individual from their employment or business activities. So, it does not include any additional sources of income such as investment or rental income. So, second one is buying goods and services. Buying goods and services refers to the act of purchasing products or utilizing services in exchange for payment. This can include a wide range of items such as groceries, clothing, electronics, transportation, or professional services. It is a fundamental part of economic activity in which consumers exchange money for desired goods or services. And the third one is saving. Saving refers to the practice of setting aside a portion of one's income or resources for future use rather than spending it immediately. It involves keeping money in a secure place, such as a bank account, or investing it in financial instruments like stocks or bonds to earn interest or grow over time. Saving is essential for building financial security, achieving financial goals, and being prepared for unexpected expenses or emergencies. And the fourth key concept is using credit. Using credit purchase or access funds they don't have on hand. Common forms of credit include credit cards, loans, or lines of credit. Responsible and well-managed credit usage can help build a credit history, provide financial flexibility, and enable to purchase of high-cost items over time. However, it is important to use credit wisely and only borrow what can be comfortable repaid to avoid excessive debt and negative financial consequences. And the fifth key concept is financial investing. Financial investing involves allocating money with the expectation of generating a return or proof over time. It typically involves purchasing assets such as stocks, bonds, mutual funds, or real estate with the aim of generating income, capital appreciation, or both. Investors often evaluate various investment options based on factors like risk tolerance, time horizon, and potential returns. While investing can offer opportunities to grow wealth, it also carries risks, so it's important to conduct true research, diversify investment, and consider seeking professional advice to make informed decisions. And the last one is protecting and ensuring. Protecting and ensuring financial well-being involves implementing strategies and measures to safeguard one's financial interests and assets. These include
Hello and welcome everyone. It's great to have you all with us today. Good afternoon everyone, especially to you Mom Leslie de la Cruz. My name is Elgin Claire Algalio. It's my pleasure to be here today to speak with you all. I hope that my words will be informative and inspiring and that together we can learn and grow from this experience. Thank you for being here and let's make the most our time. The benefits of financial literacy. When we say financial literacy, it affects one's quality of life significantly. It determines one's ability to provide basic needs, attitude toward money, and financial literacy in the Philippines. In the state of financial education in the Philippines, GO 2017 indicated several findings of researchers with regards to the state of financial literacy in the country, including the following. World Bank study in 2014 estimated 2 million Filipinos save money but only have bank account. Being personal financial literacy. One's attitude about money is heavily influenced by the parents' attitude and behavior about money. There are six major characteristics types in how people view money in charts in 2017. Number 1 is frugal. People seek financial security by living below their means and saving money. Number 2 is pleasure. Seekers use money to bring pleasure to themselves and to the others. They are the most likely to spend than to save money. Number 3 is status. Some people use money to express their social status. They like to purchase and show off their branded items. Number 4 is indifference. When we say indifference is some people place very little importance on having money and would rather grow their own food and their own clothes. It is as if having too much money makes them nervous and uncomfortable. Number 5 is powerful. Powerful people use money to express powerful of control over others. The last one is self-worth. When we say self-worth is people who spend money for self-worth value how much accumulate and tend to judge others based on the amount of money they have.
Spending patterns. So when we say spending patterns, individuals have different spending patterns. There are two common spending patterns: habitual spending and impulsive spending. So when we say habitual spending, it is occurs when one spends out of a habit, when one buys the same daily, weekly, and monthly. For example, I buy Bear Brand's Wok in the store right now or this day, and then tomorrow I will buy Bear Brand's Wok again. It is the habitual spending. And then the impulsive spending class, it involves buying items that a person was not planning to purchase it. So when you say impulsive class, it is, for example, you have some list. For example, you are buying some groceries, then you have list on what would you buy, and then you saw some snacks, even though it has not written in the list, but you would pick the snacks. So it is impulsive spending. The person was not planning to purchase it. So I hope you understand the two common parts of spending patterns.
Developing a spending plan. The time and effort are necessary to build a suitable spending plan. 3 steps are proposed below when developing your personal spending plan. Number 1 is record. Keep a record of what you spend. Number 2 is review. Analyze the information and decide what you do. Number 3, take action. Do something about what you have written down. Setting financial goal is the first step to managing one's financial life. There are 5 examples of financial goals. Number 1 is saving for retirement. Number 2, building an emergency fund. Number 3, buying a home. Number 4, saving for a vacation. Number 5, starting a business.
So, the importance of savings. Why it is important that we save money, class, or we need to have savings? It is because no one can predict the future. With certainty, we need to save money for anything that might happen. Here are some reasons why saving is important. 1. Emergency bolster. You should save money to avoid going to debt just to pay emergency situation. So, for example, class, I don't have savings, and then my sisters or any part of my family got into an accident, and then I don't have savings. So where should I get some money? I will be problematic, of course. And then in my money that that is only exact in my needs every day, I will get some money in that and then pay it to the hospital. So it really needs to save because we don't know what will happen in the future. Okay, or for example, nagkaroon ng bagyo. We don't know when it comes to our city, right? And then for example, it has really storms. So what should we do that our house will be destroyed? Where we get the money, right? So it's really important to save money or saving money for emergency bolster. So number 2, retirement. You will need saving or investment to take the place of income you will no longer receive when you retire. So for example, I am a teacher and then I retire. So if I don't have savings, where should I get some money in my daily needs, right? So if I have savings, I can get some in that so that I can be alive or live longer, I mean. So next is future events. You need to save for future events like wedding or birthdays, party, etc. So for example, wedding. So when we say wedding, it is really important event, right? So you should, or you want it to be memorable. So where would you get some money, right? So if you have savings, of course, it really help you because you will not be it will be not problem if you have savings, because you just only get some money in your savings to pay the bills in your wedding expenses, right? So the next, instability of Social Security. Pensions from Social Security should only serve as supplementary and not primary source of income after retirement. So, instability of Social Security daw class ay hindi siya supplementary. It is supplementary only. So, when we say supplementary, what do you call that? Para nagsusupply lang sa atin ng halimbawa, makakakain lang tayo sa araw-araw. It is supplementary. So, it is not primary source of income after retirement. So, next is a little goes a long way. Small, consistent savings go a long way. So, it is a little goes a long way because kapag may savings ka, class, magkakaroon ka ng budgets or magkakaroon ka ng pagkukunan ng pera pag ikay nag-retire na or kahit wala ka nang makukuhang source of income, pwede kang kumuha dun sa savings mo. And then, you can go a long way. So, it was like, mabubuhay ka pa ng matagal. So, let's proceed.
There are two ways to save. Save before you spend and save after you spend wisely. Save before you spend. This approach involves making saving a priority by setting aside a certain portion of your income before allocating funds for expenses. It means saving first and then spending on necessities, wants, or discretionary items with the remaining amount. So, by adopting this approach, you ensure that you are actively building your savings and reducing the temptation on spend all of your income. Second one is save after you spend wisely. So save after you spend wisely. This approach combines the concept of saving before you spend with the emphasis on making wise and thoughtful spending decisions. So it involves creating a budget or financial plan that outlines your saving goals and aligns them with your income and expenses. By understanding your financial priorities and distinguishing between needs and wants, you can allocate your resources actively, directing a portion of your income towards saving portion of your income towards saving before making mindful spending choices. Both approaches highlight the importance of saving as a proactive of intentional financial strategy. They help foster disciplined saving habits and build financial security and ensure that saving becomes a regular part of your financial routine. So, in order to stick to the saving money habit, you should first commit to a month, second, find an accountability partner, and third, find a saving role model who is successful with his money through tried and true saving. And fourth is write your goal down and track it. And the last is avoid tempting situation and don't go to the mall to hang out.